Hi, I'm Dr. Marita Schauch. I'm a naturopathic physician. I've been in practice for almost 10 years in Victoria, British Columbia, and I work with Preferred Nutrition, and I'm also the author of one of my brand new books, Stress and the Disease Connection. So magnesium is one of those minerals I think is a very underappreciated mineral. Most of us actually don't realize that we're actually magnesium deficient. So some of the symptoms of magnesium deficiency are anxiety, high blood pressure, leg cramps, insomnia. Magnesium is also an important mineral for energy. It gets depleted during times of stress. So there are different types of magnesiums out there, and why magnesium bisglycinate is a better form when compared to, say, magnesium citrate or magnesium oxide. Magnesium oxide is a less absorbable form. It's also, it can cause a lot of stomach discomfort or loose bowels if taken in higher dosages. Magnesium citrate is an okay formula as well, but again, in higher dosages, it can cause looser bowels, and so with people with really sensitive digestive systems, it may not be the best form, and therefore magnesium bisglycinate is a more absorbable form, less upsetting to the digestive system, so you can actually take more optimal dosages without having any issues with your bowels. Essentially magnesium bisglycinate is the mineral magnesium bound to two glycerin molecules, and the reason why it's much more absorbable and bioavailable form is because it's able to be cross the blood-brain barrier and also penetrate into the cells a lot easier. Magsense is actually a really excellent magnesium that I do recommend to a lot of my patients in clinical practice, but it's so much more than just magnesium. It does have the magnesium bisglycinate form, but it has a lot of other really important nutrients, specifically malic acid, glutamine, taurine, a little bit of B vitamins. And it is one of those products that I recommend specifically for chronic fatigue syndrome or fibromyalgia, specifically because of the malic acid in there. And malic acid is essential for supporting the production of ATP in the body, and ATP is essentially our energy source. So creating more ATP from our mitochondria is essential for energy. Also optimizes all the other biochemical pathways in the body, helps with pain management and inflammation. And then of course glutamine is an excellent amino acid for muscle fatigue and also for pain, and also supports digestive health. So it's an excellent formula that I recommend for chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, but I actually take it myself as a runner for muscle fatigue, or I do recommend it to a lot of my athletes before or after training. So you can take the powdered Magsense in water, or you can put a scoop in your smoothie, as I mentioned before, or after a workout, or even before bed. A lot of my patients use it, again, if they suffer from insomnia or anxiety or restless leg syndrome. I think the reason why someone would take Magsense versus just straight magnesium, especially if we're looking at more complex syndromes, for example, chronic inflammation, something like chronic fatigue syndrome. If you've had a lot of stress, you suffer from adrenal fatigue or fibromyalgia, I think all the other essential vitamins and minerals in there work very synergistically together. Typically how people will feel when they take Magsense is they'll feel more energized, less pain, they'll feel less anxious. Magnesium is also an essential mineral for heart health, so if there are blood pressure issues, that's also improved. Great for anxiety, also for women that suffer from PMS. Also magnesium can be an excellent mineral for that as well.